Alright guys, welcome back. More Final Fantasy XIV. We left off on our Relic Reborn quest. We had just met Rowena and she sent us to Amdapor Keep to get an Amdapor glyph. And the duty finder has popped, so let's jump right on into it. This is the other original 2.0 level 50 dungeon, along with Wanderer's Palace. And as long as the other DPS didn't fall asleep, and he did. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for this Amdapor Keep queue, we're still unlocking the Crystal Tower, for which we have to sand down those crystals that we gathered in the last episode. And let's see, Biggs. I think he lost Wedge and we have to go up and find him in Northern Thanalan right now. If memory serves. Yep, sure does. Now while we're teleporting, the duty finder might pop again. Oh, unfortunately we gained our DPS but lost our tank. Our tank gave up. All we had to do was just stay in the queue for another 10 seconds. Okay, there we go. Perhaps it just wasn't reflecting his existence yet. So it might take a moment to refresh after somebody misses the queue. Come on, healer and other DPS. Just hit the button. Although they're probably right in the middle of something, that healer. Probably trying to do a fate. Or something along those lines. Okay, there they go. Now this dungeon is a little bit tougher than Wanderer's Palace. You don't have a Tonberry Stalker forcing you along. However, all the enemies hit a little harder. And the bosses are a little more complex. Not much, but a little. We'll see how they round these guys up. In the early going, you'll always have one heretic summoner who's attempting to summon a void creature on you. He's the one kneeling and praying, so he'd be the one that you'd want to take out first. This one, the lunatic follower. And we mowed him down before he managed to get anything accomplished. Looks like he wants to try to pull big. Let's see. We'll give him a second. Get that Dullahan that's patrolling. Yeah, he's continuing to pull him. So we're definitely going to want to have diversion on. At AoE. Okay, looks like he's stopped. We can drop our Shadow Flare. Go ahead and use that and kindle and see what it does real fast. Hits pretty hard, eh? White Mage is holy spamming, so let's give him a little more HP, or MP rather. And that's all dead. It's all dead. Should be another patrolling Dullahan up this way. Unless that was him. No, he's on his way back. Let's dot him, and then when he gets up in that cluster, then we can go ahead and bang, use our pet AoE. Well, no matter what you do, it's going to target the wrong enemy, so just got up the Dullahan. Shadow Flare. This one's on us now, but it doesn't matter. We'll have him dead in a sec. Oh yeah, he's history. Now this priest, he's actually only going to call the actual boss. So there's no real need to do anything really strenuous with him. Just make sure to have your pet roused. Is it roused or is it spurred? It's roused. We'll save our contagion to make the actual boss. This guy up here. Take more magic damage, then dot him. Addle. Apoco on the tank, go into Fester. Ruin. Ruin 2, Fester. Same thing, Ruin. Ruin 2, Fester. Ruin spam him a little bit. Go ahead and redot with the miasma. Now this other ad, I'm not sure. We might have the psych player down before the other ad comes into play. Re-rouse. Definitely now with the enkindle. Give some mana back to the healer. Now I'm pretty sure the healer was mostly DPSing there, so that helped. Okay, that's our tank. That regen will wear off in just a second, so aggro won't go all everywhere. Alright, there we go. Now he's probably just going to try to tag him and run. So we'll hold off for a second. Yep, there he goes. Don't know where he's stopping. Either way, we'll diversion him. Contagion. Got him. The other Hound Light. And their history. Now it's just a matter of knowing where he's going to stop and settle in. So there's no point in trying to start casting when he's just going to drag everything right out of the way immediately. Alright, pet AoE, Bane, Fester. Let's stick our pet on that Dullahan. Contagion him. Lay down the damage over time. Go ahead with a Shadow Flare for a little bit of AoE on everything. Now we can go ahead and Bane everything off. Fester this Hound Light. And they're all history. Little mana shift on the healer. Here's our tank. We're staying near him until he's ready to roll. He's probably gonna... Oh, come on, man. Don't try to skip him, because he's just gonna come up and bite us on the ass while we're mowing all this shit down. Diversion again. Contagion. Dots, Shadow Flare, Bane, a little bit of a Fester. Go ahead and use that in Kindle. And then our pet AoE. And just like that, everything's pretty much dead. Now, Demon Wall. When he does his knockback, you gotta stay... Literally, you have to be facing directly up on him. We'll go ahead and Apoco the tank here. And here it's just out, then in. Out. Now in. This one, repel. If you're not directly facing him, he'll kick you off the edge of the platform. So Ruin 2, Fester. Ruin 2, move, Fester. And no reason to redot him, but just for the hell of it. There we go, he's dead. I forgot to greet on that first item. Because we do still need Grand Company seals. And we're running off without our healer. Okay, he's here now. Now the succubus enemies here, they are all casters. So when rounding up and stacking things, you want to kind of stack them on those casters. We'll go ahead and addle that one. Little buff on the tank. Go ahead and dot her up. Now she's close enough to bane everything. Fester, Shadow Flare, Pet AoE, Ruin 2, Fester, retarget the pet. Mana shift onto the healer. Alrighty, this is going to be kind of a big one. Go ahead and rouse our pet. We'll go ahead and enkindle while we bane. Lay down our Shadow Flare. Pet AoE. Retarget. Bunch of Ruin 2s just to finish off that last little bit of health they each have, and there they go. Go ahead and dot him real quick. He'll drop pretty fast. There's another one around the corner here. Oh, come on, man. Just because he's on stairs? There we go. Now we won't use any more Festers on him. We'll just beat him down quick. Now, Amdapor has a cone AoE in front of him, which causes a debuff, as well as a tail AoE, and then he'll use imminent something or other that spawns in the center of the arena and pulses out. You want to hide behind a pillar for it. So usually what we used to do is drag Anna there over behind one of these statues. And that does not appear to be what they're going to be doing. anymore, so just got to kind of stay on the side of him, on his flank, to avoid that. A Paco on the tank. Ruin 2 Fester. And then we can get the next round of miasma on him. We'll have to rebio in a second here. There we go. There's rebio. Now we have to find a imminent catastrophe. There we go. Let's hide behind. There we go. Now see how they all ate shit there? We did not. Hey. Maybe in a race on the healer, perhaps? And we're going to get hit with that. And that was that. Not quite as smooth as it used to be. But since everyone's so overgeared and overleveled now, you pretty much just overpower everything in the dungeon. And we'll give it to the healer. He did a good job of keeping up with all that damage that was getting done. And away we go. Now we can go see Rowena to give her this glyph, which you get automatically just for doing the dungeon. You don't have to actually open a chest or roll on it or any of that. But while we're right in front of him, let's go ahead and grab Wedge out of trouble real fast here. Before we teleport out to Mordona. Where's Wedge at? Yeah, he's right up here. He's amidst a bunch of bombs and heretics. Oh, wow. A-rank hunt. Now, let's see if we can just... Nope, we can't just sneak in. They're gonna make us go through all this bullshit. Okay, well, come on, guys. You're in a hurry to die, right? Go ahead and hit them with everything. And you'll notice that this whole cluster doesn't last very long. Now let's see if he'll let me sneak through. Yep. Guess he saw all of his buddies get massacred. Decided to find his one living brain cell and decide he didn't want none of that. Now we have to find the ether sand, which should be right over here. Oh really? Come on, man. Like you have a snowball's chance in hell. Just dot him and let the pets take care of it. They didn't even need me. Of course, it takes you half an hour just to pick up a bag, but that's okay. Fuck it. Doesn't want to let me sneak by him. I don't know why it let me jump through the first time. Once again, just we'll leave the pets to kill him. Yeah, blah, 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 Wedge, whatever. There we go. Now we'll head to Mordona. Because when we drop this glyph off to Rowena, we can also drop off the ether sands over at St. Koinig's Find. Kill that bird with the same stone. Since we will have to run right back, let's go ahead and resummon our Chocobo, because he's going to run out soon. Turn into Sands, and then loop back to Rowena. And I'm not sure if there's another step to unlocking Crystal Tower. I think there's another step. Can't remember though, it's been so long since I unlocked it. Either way, it's always a good idea to get our gear repaired. So the only drawback to not being a crafter is that you can't repair your own gear. But I'd rather go see a repairman than level all my crafters to 70 again. I'm just not doing that. Not going to happen. Okay, we can get a bunch of materia, a silver piece, which is worth 500. The materia probably goes for a little bit more than that. Yep, there's yet another step to unlocking the Crystal Tower. Like I said, it's extremely tedious. Luckily, they did away with that nonsense for the level 60 and level 70 24-man raids. They don't make you go through a 4 or 5 step quest just to unlock it. You just go through a quick story chain and you're good, pretty much. Except for Chocobo Hell at level 70. But that's a long way from here. It's not so much hell anymore because you don't have everybody on a server trying to do it at the same time. It's one of those where you have to enter an ambush zone, which spawns you a few ads that you have to kill. Unfortunately, when you have 50 people all entering that zone, they each get 3 or 4 ads that spawn for them. So everyone gets overwhelmed with literally like hundreds of red chocobos, and yeah, it was bad. There we go. Now we can go see Geralt and get this quest going. The next thing I do believe he does is he'll give us that garbage relic base and make us run back to the Sylphlands and kill a bunch of Sylphs. So like I had said, we're not done with the Sylphlands. They will find reasons to send us back there again and again. Oh, and you may have noticed that I had a free company invite from some random person that just spammed me with a random invite. I always just ignore those. They don't know you, they haven't spoken to you, they're just looking to get a number. No thanks. Alright, Geralt. Yep, with the unfinished. We'll equip that. We'll go ahead and just make a new gear set for it. Alright. Meanwhile, we could polish this off real quick, I think. go speak to this guy in Gridania. By making that second gear set, that avoids me accidentally unequipping this unfinished Veil of Wayu for the battles that I have to do. Because nothing sucks worse than doing the Hydra fight just to find out, oh, you didn't have your Relic base equipped, so you need to go do it again because it didn't count. I've seen that happen to a lot of people. Okay, where are you at? Okay, he's right down in front of the bar. No, he's not. Where the hell was that fool? Oh, he's at the market. I'll just run around the long way. Okay, we're not going to do that because that's a big, long production. So, I won't bore you with the sylph killing or the running around looking for this hog territory. Well, actually, since this is part of unlocking Crystal Tower, we'll shift gears and finish that off. So it sends you over here to find one piece, but then you have to run back around to the North Shroud. So I may as well show you where the stuff's at exactly. Meantime, since I'm not doing the Relic quest at the moment, let's put our real weapon back on. No reason to use the gimpy weapon if we don't have to. Yeah, aggro, whatever. There we go. Now after the cutscene, they send you to the North Shroud. Where a bunch of Ixals and wolves are at. Up at the logging grounds. Oh man, I got turned south. I thought I was facing east. Okay. And also now, as we're doing these dungeons, like we did Wanderer's Palace and Amdapor Keep, we're getting nice first-time bonuses of Poetics Tomes for each one. We're up to 160 Poetics. We'll be spending some of that in a little while, but for now, we're still good. These guys will all want to try to aggro. Alright, that Wind Talon can go ahead and fuck off now. Alright, there we go. See one of these ambush sites? Oh, this asshole has to stand over here. Okay, we'll addle you since you're a magic user. Yeah, your stone skin, that ain't gonna hold up to a fester. Sorry, just it isn't. Now see, if you had a whole bunch of players all trying to get this at once, having to deal with 3 ads popping for every person, that's basically what happened with the level 70 24 man when it first came around. Okay, we should be done with this idiot now. Nope, we're not. We have to go up around, try to get you ambushed by Dullahans now. Okay. And of course a fate has to pop right on top of where we gotta be as well. Okay, luckily it can't just aggro us. Alright, this is starting to piss me off a little bit with all these fuckers all coming up in. Alright, we go ahead and hit you with everything then. A Fester for the Kalong, some Ruin 2 for the Dullahan. Okay, that's the fate target. Okay, I don't want the map. There we go. Like I said, a lot of tedious bullshit just unlocked this 24-man dungeon. Now I think that was the last step, except for actually going to the Crystal Tower, laying hands on the gate. That was, what, like 4 steps of running back and forth to Rambros now? I think that's enough hoop jumping. They can go ahead and unlock the shit for us, please. And you'll see under a Relic Reborn there, yeah, slay Sylphid Snarls, 8 of them, 8 Sighs, and 8 Screeches, 24 enemies. You gotta mow down with that garbage weapon. Doesn't take too long, but it makes you go all the way deep into the Sylphlands, which you saw is just aggro hell. So in theory, you only have to kill 24, but you're probably gonna wind up killing about 70 total. Alright, that quest is complete. Now it passes to him. Alright, yep, lay hands on the gate. Ah, get around there. Wait a minute, did I see a... No, my imagination. Thought I saw a target marker on that one Gigas. But I couldn't understand which hunt log he'd be for. Might have to kill both of these fools while I'm trying to interact with the destination here. Oh, maybe not. They're gonna leave me alone. Okay. And more cutscenes, and more lore, and more talking. And finally, after all that, that unlocks the level 50 24-man dungeon. There we go, there's the entrance. It's in the duty finder now, it should be. Let's see here. Yep. There it is. Alright. Well, I'll go ahead and finish killing off these sylphs, and get ready to progress the Relic quest to the next step. Until then, take care.